Today, the UKIP leader Henry Bolton has broken up with his girlfriend
after she made racist remarks about Prince Harry's fiancé, Meghan Markle.
We're asking people whether politics has gotten in the way of their relationship
And whether you would date somebody with different political views. I'm Leah Heilpen.
and I'm Ellen Johnson.
And this is your News Fix.
Let's go.
Simon, would you date someone with different political views to your own?
I'm very liberal, left North London. I did kind of have a thing for someone who didn't vote for Hillary.
Right, and was that a deal breaker?
He wasn't very bright, so I let it go. But no, I probably need to have a Remainer, if I'm honest.
So Brexit would be a deal breaker for you?
I think it might be.
So if somebody is a Conservative,
Yes.
they're quite pro-Theresa May, is he not for you?
Correct.
So you can't deal with a guy that's a Theresa May supporter?
I'm not going out with a young Tory, I'm sorry.
I used to wear a t-shirt that said never kissed a Tory, but I can't be totally honest to say that I would know that's true.
Have you kissed a Tory? That's the question, Katie. Have you kissed a Tory?
As long as nobody of my Labour friends sees this, I suspect I have, but I certainly would be suspect of somebody that had very, very different views to me that were offensive. I probably still would go out with a Tory if they were very, very nice.
So if you knew that someone was a Tory beforehand, or someone with differing political views in any way to that of your own, and you knew all of these things about them, would you go for it and go for the date?
I think it would be a deal breaker in the end.
Diego, would you go on a date with somebody who has different political views to your own?
Yeah, probably. I mean, actually, depending on what her views are. If they're way too extreme, then probably not.
Okay, so give me an example. Where would you draw the line?
I mean, if she supported Trump, then probably not.
Okay, so you're on a date with a really gorgeous girl and she's so lovely and she supports Trump.
Yeah.
Well, what do? It comes up, you're talking about the election, you're talking about America, it comes up. What do? Do you run? Do you ditch her? Do you just put it aside?
I mean, honestly, I'll probably finish the date, but like wrap it up quickly.
Okay, Laura, would you go on a date with someone who has different political views? You're on a date, they've got different views.
Certain issues, I feel like if they had different opinions on like the environment or on like immigration, no. Like,
Have you ever been in a situation where you're attracted to the other person and you find out they've got differing views to you?
I live in such a bubble of like all my friends are like have the same views as me.
Would you step out of your comfort zone? Like if you were really attracted to that person?
I'd like to say I'm open-minded. Like a first date, second date, you know. Like I think it's important to associate yourself and like get into conversations with people who have different views. I think that's really important. So,
Peter, would you date somebody with different political views to your own?
Yes, even at my age.
Tell me about your wife. Do you guys agree on politics? How does it work?
No, we don't agree on politics.
It's never been a deal breaker for you.
There have been some fierce arguments.
And love comes first, is that the idea?
Well, you are really pushing me now. I suppose it has an influence, yes.
You're on a date with someone and you're attracted to them, but they've got different political views to you. What do you do?
I say bring it on. I'm very happy with that because it just means that they're politically engaged. So I think that's something, I'd look at that as something we have in common rather than something that's different.
So the more debate, the better. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, within reason. You don't want to be having a fight all the time.
So I want to know, are there any deal breakers for you? Are there any specific political concerns that you have that you feel are an absolute no-no?
Oh, well, of course, absolutely. Racism is an absolute no-no. I guess any kind of prejudice or intolerance is a no-no.
Would you date someone with different political views to your own?
Yeah, but not in America.
You wouldn't date an American?
No.
Why wouldn't you date an American?
Well, if they support Trump, then obviously not.
Oh, right. So you wouldn't date with someone with different political views. So if they're a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Right, Yana. So you say you don't have that many political views. If you went on a date with someone who had a lot of political views, would that be a deal breaker? Would it put you off? What would you do?
I think it would be a deal breaker, yeah.
So you want someone with no political views?
Yes, exactly, I do.
Is it hard to find?
These days, yes, very hard to find.
So we need a left-wing supporter for you.
How do you know anyone?
I don't, but if anyone's watching and you're a left-wing and you think he's gorgeous,
Can
you comment?
Please, I'm so desperate and lonely. Please get in touch.